Good afternoon to you all. You join us for this 50-over match between Pakistan and Bangladesh. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and next to me in the commentary position is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Alison. It's time now for the toss. Let's join the pitch side to see who'll be donning the pads first.
Good decision to bowl first here. The openers won't find this easy in the early overs. Would be a great chance for some cheap wickets.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, it looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. What a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Perfectly timed.
Zaman was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. No, terrible shot. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over. 9 off it. Pakistan are 9 for none.
Good over for the batters to start the innings.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end. A direct hit and this could be gone. Misses everything. Late cut, straight to the fielder.
the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Wow, that's missed the lot. End of the over. 6 off it. Pakistan 15 for none. Great shot, flicked away in the air, and that's 4 more runs to the scoreboard.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Zaman is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Eight runs added in that over. Pakistan are 23 for none. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Four runs added in the over. Pakistan are 27 for none. Gets that away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Oh, that's beautifully struck right out of the guts end all the way.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Oh, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Bangladesh managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Dug that out well. End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they have to keep their heads. Couldn't get it through the field. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Bangladesh building the pressure on the batters. Another over without conceding. You wouldn't want too many more of those if you're a batter. Was quick onto that in the infield. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. The end of another tidy over. Good to see the pressure starting to build on the batters.
Azam watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Doesn't beat the infield. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Over Pakistan are 47 for 1. The right armour is coming into the attack from the chairman's end. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Chance. Could that be out? Looks like it. That's out.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
No, it's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Massive outside edge. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over, and time for a little more freedom in the field.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the broadcast end. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Saw that early. No one's catching that. That's a great shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Well, the bowlers have got on top now. They've really slowed down this run rate. Goes over the top with that shot. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Misses everything. And out. Superb bowling.
Out for a duck, an innings that should have promised so much, ends with a brilliant delivery that was almost unplayable.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. End of the over. One from it. Pakistan, a 62 for 4. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Oh, the batter couldn't get out of the way. Ouch. Dug that out well. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Nice solid defensive shot. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. On that nicely, good defence. Four defensive strokes now. No wickets is a good thing, of course, but no runs either. Gone. Good work catching that one. Wow, what a catch. Absolute screamer. Diving away to the side and keeping his balance as well.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Two blocks in a row now. Tick-tock, tick-tock. That's 3 blocks in a row now. They're not doing their run rate any favours. End of the over, a wicket to show for it and nothing added to the scoreboard. Pakistan are 67 for 5.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
There's a chance if it hits. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. No, terrible shot. Pakistan weren't given much of an opportunity there, a very tidy over. Wow, that's missed a lot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Bangladesh needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. Caught, and that's stuck. Out. What a screamer.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Cuts that off well in the infield. Perfectly timed.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Late cut, straight to the fielder. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Couldn't get it through the field.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
That was a nick. It's a missed chance, and that could well be four.
We didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
They've been pegged back to the point of scoring at a sort of test match rate. Extremely well bowled.
The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Goes over the top with that shot. Fantastic running, turned 2 into 3 there. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Well, a few short balls this over to try and unsettle them. That'll be the last one we see this over.
Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over. Pakistan are 85 for 6. Going with spin now. On that nicely, good defence. Doesn't beat the infield. Perfectly timed. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. Pakistan are 86 for 6. Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
Too much room given. It came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot that just raced away.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Can't get that outside the ring field. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Smacks that away through the gap. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there. Nice solid defensive shot. Finds the fielder with that shot. Needs to be on target. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Crash! Beautiful bowling.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Good shot, a beauty. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. sharp, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Bang! Bowled. Just stunning bowling.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. And out. 2 wickets, 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. That silenced the local fans. Another wicket.
Nine down now. The bowlers have nearly completed the job. The openers out in the field will be getting themselves ready for batting. It shouldn't be long before this innings ends.
The hat-trick ball. This is the worst time to be coming out to the middle. Misses everything. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Been some great bowling so far today. Just need one more to really top it off. Dug that out well. Straight to the fielder. Crash! Beautiful bowling. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big I think the openers are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down, and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have to need a bit of luck.
A few moves made in the field.
Away goes the ball, and that hits the boundary, and that's 5 wides. Couldn't get it through the field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
End of the over. 5 off it. Bangladesh are 5 for none.
First over of the power play finished, and it's a steady start for the batters.
Oh dear, down the leg side and away for 4. That'll be 5 wides added to the score. Poor ball there. The keeper looks back as the ball hits the boundary. 5 wides and an extra ball for the batting team. Drilled that one away. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Nearly gets the edge. Ralph with a great delivery there. Cuts that off well in the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. Ralph will be happy that's finally over. Truly dreadful bowling and time for some fielding changes in the deep, methinks.
So a wicket's gone down in the second over of the power play. Bangladesh still looking at a comfortable chase though.
Edged it. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Doesn't beat the infield.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
End of the over, Bangladesh, 15 for none. Ralph from the chairman's end. Well, the bowler pulls out of the delivery, something mustn't have felt right. Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a relatively simple run chase today. The bowlers need to pull a few rabbits out of their hats.
Great shot through the gap. Edged. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. No, terrible shot. Edge, amazing delivery.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
Pakistan kept the batters quiet in that over. So far, though, no wickets for the endeavour being shown.
They're still ahead of the run rate. Bowlers are doing a solid job. The fielders just need to cut down the number of singles at the moment.
Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg. Beats the field with a great shot. The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Huge edge. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, Bangladesh 36 for none. Afridi from the broadcast end. Edged it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Can't get that outside the ring field. 6 runs added in the over. Bangladesh are 42 for none.
So after the power play, they've run well, found the gaps. This run chase seems to be under control.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. A nicely taken catch in the slips. Big dive from the fielder. Tremendous catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves. In before facing their first ball. Beats the field with a great shot. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Huck watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Nice shot, but straight to gully. The end of what seemed a very long over. Not the best bowling I've seen in my time. It's time to refocus and go back to basics. Finds the edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Go through. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary.
Goes over the top with that shot.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
Rizwan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
No point running for that one. It was a four the moment it left the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. The over finishes, you really can't be giving batters of this quality extra deliveries. The captain might want to send their bowler down to the boundary to collect their thoughts. Shadow, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the chairman's end. Swept away but finds the fielder. That's a boundary save for sure. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Three runs added in that over. Bangladesh a 78 for Afridi from the... Afridi pulls out. Dead ball. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Dug that out well. That'll be a dead ball. 9 runs out of there. Bangladesh are 87 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Crash! Beautiful bowling.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Good bowling in that over, just the one from it. Bangladesh are 88 for 2. A new bowler is coming into the attack. No, terrible shot. Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, 3 off it. Bangladesh a 91 for 2. Shatter from the chairman's end. Swept away but finds the fielder. Power and precision in that shot.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4. It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Beats the field with a great shot. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. Square cut, finds point, no run. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day. A huge win and fully deserved.
An exceptional display that saw a very easy win. That's all from us in the commentary box. Hope to see you again very soon.